Hey world, it's me when I come back with another video. Family, if you get a chance to watch my last video, the little food for thought, please go ahead and check that out. And like I said, if you didn't get a chance to like, share, and subscribe to my videos, I would definitely appreciate and love you to do that as well. Right now I'm on the road, family. I'm on my way from Austin to Houston. I'm moving furniture back to the H, and everything. My girl, she has some furniture that I guess my furniture was outdated. So she like, no, baby, we need to upgrade your situation, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you, not to be, gender specific in reference to fashion and design, but I'm not that cat. You ask me to pick something up for you, lift something, to work, take the car to get fixed, you dig, stuff like that, that man stuff, I got that. But father is interior designs and all that kind of stuff, shopping and all that kind of stuff. That's not my cup of tea. I leave that to my girl. It's not what I do. You dig? But also, what I bring to the table is this investment information. Family, a couple of things I want us to look at. I don't know if you guys have been to the store lately and seen the price of everything. I mean, everything has increased tremendously. And what is that? That's what they call inflation. And I don't know right now. When I get to the crib, I'm gonna find out exactly what is the inflationary percentage. But I can't tell you this. It's probably not comparable to the raise you got or didn't get this year, or comparable to the Social Security cost of living adjustment. I bet it's not comparable to that. So what does that mean? If you have a pension, or you're living off a pension, or you're living off your Social Security, your Social Security and pension has actually decreased in value, because if you're not getting 2, 3, 4% increase every year, then your money is actually shrinking. And it's so pathetic, because those that are over our financial system, the banking systems, i.e. savings accounts, CDs, which are certificates of deposits, money market accounts, they're not giving you any return, no interest on your money. And I know I spoke of U.S. Treasuries, Treasury bills, Treasury notes, and Treasury bonds. I mean, even those are not giving you something comparable to inflation right now. But it's better than nothing. You did. You got to ask yourself then, how is it that we can make sure that I can invest in something that's going to, outweigh inflation? Well, they got us in a box, family. First thing you need to do is pay yourself first. That's the first thing. Because until you pay yourself first, you got to have the capital to even be able to purchase the items that they provide for us. And I tell you right now, this is something I wanted to address, earlier. But imagine this, or consider this. Those that control what we buy as far as our necessities. Because remember, when you talk about necessities, the first necessities that's on the bottom scale is our physiological necessities. What are our physiological necessities? Food, water, shelter, right? Well, how do we get those things? If you look at the animals, it's natural. You have animals that live in certain environments that have, an abundance of food, an abundance of water. They have the shelter necessary to protect them from the different seasons. But with us as people, supposedly the most intelligent beings on the planet, because there's no such thing as us on a spinning globe, on a ball, infinitely just flying in space, nothing keeping us up. That doesn't make any sense, family. That's why it's called a horizon. And what is a horizon? Something that's horizontal, not spherical. But I digress. We're the only ones that have to depend on others to provide these things for us. And if you look at the foods that are provided for us now, like I said, I'm 52 years old. And I remember when peaches and bananas and watermelon tasted a lot better than they taste today. The food that they give us, I mean, for them to have the arrogance to tell us that they feeding us genetically modified organism, GMO. What? This whole notion of, well, spend more money on organic foods. Organic foods? What are you talking about? They use pesticides as well. It's just a lower concentration. At least that's what they tell us, but I don't believe that. Right? So those that control what we eat and what we drink, as far as the water and how and our shelter, it's just a small percentage of those people that do that, family. And I don't understand why we as individuals, communities, populations, popular sovereignty, don't take this into our own hands. Animals do not have politicians. The birds do not have politicians. The fish in the oceans and the seas and the lakes and the waters do not have politicians. But every species eat. Every species have a place to live. Look at us as people, the most intelligent beings on the planet, but we have hundreds of thousands, millions that are homeless. But then we have a small, select group of people that have such abundance that we look up to them, which is, to me, ludicrous. Professional athletes, these so-called celebrities, these so-called front men for companies and corporations like Facebook and GMC and Ford and AT&T and Apple and Microsoft. I mean, and why would we listen to them when they're not doing anything for the community? They're not doing anything for the abundance of people. The only reason I would ever even listen to those cats is if they telling us that, hey, this is with my abundance, I'm providing my abundance for others that don't have. Now imagine if everybody did that. You did? It's ridiculous. But we're supposed to be the most intelligent beings on the planet? Are you serious? We are the majority acting like the minority. We having, quote unquote, a government, which a government doesn't exist, family. A government are individuals, people, a small group of people that they tell you, oh, you voted for us. And they lie to you every election time of year and tell you what they're going to do for the people. And they never do it. But in the same time, at the same voice, telling us to pay income tax. I mean, think about that, fam. Think about how cognitively dissonant and how we have to be walking around here like zombies paying income tax. Are you serious? Sales tax. Banks charging us interest to loan us money. Where's the love? Like I say, family, I'm just spending a little knowledge on what this society is supposed to be. Because, see, what they want to tell you is that communism and socialism is a bad thing. But capitalism isn't. When you have a CEO making $30 million, $20 billion a year, but the people that's working for him are making less than $10 an hour, barely above the poverty line. And when I started this video, family, I was speaking on inflation and those that dictate and calculate inflation, that tell us, you know what, I know you paid $2.10 for a gallon of gas a couple of months ago, but now you're going to pay $3.40 a gallon of gas now. And no one has nothing to say about that? No, none of the peoples? Sorry, family. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And may the Most High Saudi bring you joy. And being with us out of 5,000.